This ain't the one I want to be on. Hey, what's happening, brother?
Nothing much. Another beautiful Sunday. How you been?
Shit, I've been doing all right, low key for several months now, trying to save some money, stack up my money.
Okay, I'm
You know,
with you.
you can't afford no ice cream, so you gotta eat watermelon.
And speaking of that, can I tell you something real quick? Tell me if
Yeah.
I'm being an old, mean old man or not. You know, I grow stuff in my garden, right?
Well, we know you're old, but go ahead.
Okay. We're gonna talk about that another time too, because I'm still a YN. But not really. But all right, so you know I grow stuff in my garden. You know you have it planned. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna do a little video, I'm gonna harvest this stuff, X, Y, and Z. So my daughter was playing with her friends today out in the back, and you know, I just happened to look out there. And what you think I see?
Stay in your damn garden.
In the
Touch it.
garden, just eating strawberries,
No.
picking tomatoes.
Wait, hold on. Your daughter don't got no respect for you, Brandon.
And that's why I came outside. I said, "Brad, come in," because I ain't trying to go crazy, but I was mad. I was like, "Brad, what are y'all doing outside?" I'm trying to pick. I thought you would be happy. I said, "Brad, y'all know, I like to do my stuff a certain way, and I like to pick it with you. I would want to pick my stuff with you, but
You
I'm
try
like,
to
all right,
teach her.
yeah. And I
Yeah.
did the same thing with the string beans. I said we was gonna cook them or whatever, but I'm like, go ahead. But she done picked 4 tomatoes, brought some of them in. I see the other girl, they're snacking on a strawberry. I just saw some strawberries. I said, okay, I'm gonna pull these out to make sure I keep them safe, because they can get disease and messed up.
Yeah.
So am I overreacting? Or should I be like, you know what, it's the kids. Let the kids
Nah,
eat
no,
the
A man, usually a garden is of somebody peace or
sanctuary.
survivor. It's
Yeah,
not a
yeah.
peace
Well, that
or
too. That too.
survival.
Yeah, that too.
It's
Okay.
your peace.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know, like if your daughter knew your wife had a special purse she likes
Uh-huh.
and she couldn't touch it,
Right.
your daughter got enough sense to not touch it. But
Right.
somehow,
Or have her friends messing with it.
yes, the boundary was with your garden don't even exist.
Yeah, it doesn't. And then I'll be out there. I go clean up. It's Capri Suns, and I drunk the Capri Suns, just throw them around. I'm like, Brad, if y'all gonna play at the end, clean up out there. I shouldn't be picking up Capri
You
Suns.
telling her, you gotta show her, Brandon.
Trust me, I do. And I'm like, it's a trash can right here. But
There you go.
when kids, when they want to, and their mom call them in, or sometimes I call Brad in, you come straight in. But proper planning, after you drink something, after you hit that Capri Sun, go ahead and take it to the trash can and put it away. That's all I want to say. I just want to make sure I wasn't being too
Correct.
old angry man. So that's it.
Well, how now you gotta check out her friends. Are her friends' parents? Do they got trash in their backyard?
Not necessarily. Like I said,
Yeah, mosquito on my side here too. That thing gonna be pissing me off all day long. This live, but go ahead.
but
I see it way over there.
Well, it was a mosquito last show. I was like, God, just stay. You try to be like, just stay over there, trying to move and do stuff like that. But
I got my legs out, brother. All right, no socks on, short sleeves.
Well, yeah, but like certain people like certain things a certain way. So if you come into my yard, I expect you to carry yourself and respect my property the same way you would respect your own. That's all.
Man, those kids don't know that, Brandon. The fault is on your daughter.
And I told her that. I'm like,
yeah,
Freya, you got to let them know they can't be messing with my stuff. And if they say, because she says she tell them and they still be wanting to do it, I'm like, you can't be having people in your property, in your house, and they're disrespecting your rules. They don't have respect for you, and that's just what it is. And as a kid, as a teen, you're gonna go through those boundaries with your so-called friends, and you'll find out who your real friends are. Have I ever overstepped my boundaries where I'm disrespecting you? I come in your car, I might have left something or whatnot, but if you have a problem where you tell me no, not do something, I'm not just gonna do it anyway. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I don't like the way your damn camera set up now.
Well, I was trying to get my other camera, but for some reason it keeps shutting on and off. Because you don't like how I'm looking up.
Yeah, can you look straight on for me?
Yeah. Hold on, because I was trying to mess with that. Let me see. Hold on.
Brady talk about, yeah, we tried to get professional. I said we is. The very next week, Brady come over with the camera all sideways.
I know, right? But like I said, we'll pause it. I'm gonna try to turn this camera on
Ain't no
and
problem.
hopefully
Just,
it don't go. You want to go? You want to go with this? But I was gonna try to see how this was.
nah,
But I
turn
would
it.
have to go
Yeah,
turn the other one
get it.
on.
Yeah, get it
All
right.
right,
Get it right.
all right. Hold on. I'm gonna play a commercial while
Nah,
I
you don't
do.
need to play no commercial. Let's just see you get the camera right.
Okay.
Yeah, ain't no big deal.
All right,
This is
hold
what
on.
we got edited. See, I can edit this out. I can edit your sideways ass face out. It won't look right.
No, I got you.
Yeah. It won't look right. Because you never know what video will pop.
That's true.
Never know.
And my dog and they screaming. All right. But besides that, everything's been going good.
Yeah, everything's been going well. Did one of my I did my meal prep at 12 o'clock instead of doing it at 6 o'clock this morning. So I got that done. Washed the Lincoln.
Oh, you watched it? Okay.
Yeah, 2003. Now about doing that. Washing the Lincoln. Shuffling some boxes around in the garage. Try to get more
that kind of stuff. Like I say, and I got that lawnmower. Just trying to straighten up and all that kind of stuff. So it's been that kind of weekend for me as well. So
there you go. Now that white right there.
Yeah.
You clicked the button and had that white on you, but you clicked it. Now it's off.
Yeah, because I do a full screen and it turns better for some reason. But yeah. So we back now. But go ahead. I'm gonna let you go into your presentation.
All right. See, but that's how you do, people. When you have disagreements, I said, damn, I need to do some correction to Brandon. Brandon didn't take it serious.
Well, I take it serious, but I don't get offended by it in a way like I think you trying to attack me or, you talking about my character. It's constructive criticism.
Yeah, and the end goal, he know the end goal. The end goal is to make it look a little bit better at the end.
Yeah, correct.
So sometimes people, I don't know, people be on the same goal, just want a damn fight.
Yeah. And people like fighting. Some people do like fighting.
They do.
More new at 4 today, as it was a year ago today when we reported about an ATM heist in Saginaw Township. Now 2 men are expected to face federal charges in connection with that crime.
You know why I first looked at this? I don't supposed to say this because my inner thoughts. I was like, why is she on TV looking like that? But I guess that was my
rare.
Inner thought.
Do you know what city it is? I asked you a bunch of random questions.
I don't know what city. You just said this one of them. It's a city. It's a city that black people usually don't go to.
Yeah. That don't go to? Okay.
Midwest or something. We ain't in the Midwest.
Okay. She might be a rare quality in the Midwest in that city. So they said we gotta get that gorgeous brown.
No, but let's go deep. That's why I said inner thought, Brandon. I wasn't supposed to say that.
Yeah, go ahead. My bad.
Jonathan Walker have been named in a criminal complaint. These are photos from the same day of that ATM robbery a year ago of the United Financial Credit Union in Saginaw Township. The 2 men are seen with a large amount of cash inside the Red Roof Inn in Saginaw. The complaint states that $88,900 were stolen from the ATM. Police have been looking for the suspects who are believed to have used a pickup truck and a chain to dislodge the ATM from its foundation back on May 12, 2024. During the investigation, a detective in Louisiana contacted police in Michigan saying she was looking into a similar ATM theft and through cell phone records identified Walker as a possible suspect. Investigators say cell phone activity put the men in the Saginaw area of the credit union robbery. It's not clear at this point if the men have been arrested.
I think Saginaw, that's Michigan or somewhere over there.
I call that Midwest, right?
Yeah.
So let me see here. 2 gentlemen, YNs, they have
YNs. Yeah.
They soft, brother.
Why you say they soft?
See, they posing with the money, right? You saw the posing.
Yeah.
You ain't no big time drug dealer.
No, not at all.
You ain't no flipper.
No.
You a damn thief.
Yeah. But when you get the money, what else can you do with it but let people know? So it'll appear like you're doing well. It appear like you are what you're trying to portray, like a hustler or like a big time scammer, because you want people to know. That gives you that clout that you're looking for.
Brandon, if you rob your neighbor house,
and
the next day you put the same out on the same day you put the same out on eBay,
yeah.
Are you surprised you get caught?
No, I'm not. But I think a lot of people don't know how the art of doing stuff like that. Like if you're going to commit a crime, it's already bad, but your next move is what's gonna determine whether you free or you incarcerated. Because if you're loud about it, if you're sloppy with how you're trying to resell or showing people, you're gonna get caught. You bringing attention to yourself, and now it's like, well, dang, where did you get that from? You were struggling, but now you got $50,000 out of nowhere.
They say, pull his W-2. All right. let's pull his W-2 and see his work history.
Yeah.
Brandon, at the age of 18, was he working?
No, he wasn't.
19.
And if he was, probably not. No.
Okay. A young Afro-American man not working, posing with cash.
Yeah.
How did he get the cash, Brandon? I don't know.
Mowing yards.
I'm gullible.
You was mowing yards. You never got cash payments like this much cash, and you were saving it. You was saving. You was cutting grass with your dad, and you went to a hotel just to take some pictures with it, or a motel. I'm sorry.
So you telling me 80% of Americans have trouble saving $400?
Yeah. Yes.
But somehow, through the concrete, this rolls up.
Yes.
And managed to save
$83,000. Yes. And he's in a motel.
And he's in an hourly motel.
Does that make sense? He probably don't got no credit card to stay in a real hotel, so this is all he could do.
Oh, he got a credit. He got an iPhone out there. He got to get paid somehow. So it's he got a Cash App card.
Okay, so you can do that.
So if people know you ain't never worked in your life,
yeah,
you struggle in science class in elementary school,
right?
How you get $83,000?
Maybe somebody died in my family. I had some property that I didn't know about that was in my family, and I inherited it.
Kids in the ghetto don't have property, and when they die, they only leave debt.
You're correct. We got to change that, but you are correct.
Yeah.
So then they put 2 and 2 together. They look at this post because this probably got a lot of traction, and the people who are watching this post, they hating. So then they low key start talking about it. They try to put 2 and 2 together.
But here's the thing, Brandon. 2,000 miles away, Louisiana, somebody's putting 2 and 2 together. So
okay, who is that?
You post on the internet, your picture goes out, anybody can look at it. It was another Louisiana cop said, hey, we had a similar conditions. Somebody hooked up a train to a box and stole like some DC. These people are punks. Did they go inside and rob them like a real
No, they didn't do it.
No, they wait till the lights was off. Soft target. What's a soft target, Brandon?
I don't know. What's a soft target? An easy lick.
An easy lick. An old woman. An old elderly man. A person who can't walk. Soft target.
Yeah.
They look for the weakness. What's the weakness? A box with cash in it.
Right. And it's nighttime. There's nobody around.
And they ain't gonna fight back. Only fight back and got is waiting like a big bitch.
Right. Correct.
So he uses his only defense is wait. They steal a car, jack the chain around it, jack it off. Stay up for chirping all night long.
You talking about pinging the location?
Yes.
Yeah.
They say the cell phone activity matches this location. All right. They go to the hotel room, 2 separate hotel rooms. Now they balling, so they wasn't real friends. Now they ready to snitch. 2 separate hotel rooms. How do I know, people? Because that's a different hotel room. People.
Yeah, it looked like a different room. Yeah.
That's an upstairs. The other one was $59. This is $79.95.
Yeah, it got the microwave. It got the refrigerator back there.
Yeah, because the other hotel microwave gets stolen if you live in that bitch.
Yeah.
80
Somebody try to
babies.
cook some crack in there, something and blow it up.
Yeah,
Well,
we
go
some
ahead.
80 babies. What they used to say, you got a microwave in your room and a coffee maker.
Yeah,
oh
right.
my gosh. No refrigerator, but you got a bucket of ice. Yeah, we from the 80s, people. And that was nice.
Yes.
So he get the money, they dip out, they take the pictures the same damn day, brother.
Yeah.
And they ain't even from there. Probably.
Probably not. No. But my thing is, if this was you, what would you do? How what should they have done with the money? Because you did something, you pulled it off. But you have to let people know how you got to let people know you came up.
No, see, this is what happened. This may happen to me. You go back to the ghetto, people. All right, for that stack full of money. Now you gotta have you gotta find somebody bottom, a bottom B. It's probably your mama. You know, you go to your mama house, say, "Mama, I know this Section 8, but the people ain't gonna know if we fix it up the inside."
So that's how you invest your money.
Yeah.
I'm not mad at it, but yeah, I mean,
so you live in the ghetto, the outside still look like trash, the whole neighborhood, but you come inside, Nilo Brown inside house, you know, bowling balls and floors, you know, clean.
Okay, got a pool table, nice TV.
The Latino lady come in twice a week to clean up.
Okay.
That's how you do your money.
Okay.
But what he do? Go to a hotel room and he going to the strip club next, people.
Yeah.
He going to the and those girls are smarter than him. They go get a couple of racks out for him.
For sure. Is he gonna try to get a car though? Can you take that kind of money and go to the car lot?
Yes, his bottom B, his mama. He gonna get his mama. He gonna get his mama to put it in his name. Okay. And we got videos on that we was about to do last week, but we got tired.
Okay.
Last time we was up here, I got tired. Yeah. So don't do this, guys. Don't. If you do activity, this is tracking you all the time.
All the time.
2 weeks ago, they did an update. I had this phone in my pocket. It was listening to my boss way across the other side of the damn room and set a calendar reminder on my damn phone in my pocket.
But isn't that what you need? Don't you need that?
You need Brandon. I'm in there at work with one ear being. My phone said, set the reminder for 9 o'clock. I said, oh. At the same time, and that's a split second after my boss said, 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
And he'll cross the damn table.
Right. And I think I saw a video, it could be false, could be, but they say even if you turn your phone on airplane mode, like it's still collecting data, whether you know it or not, and it can still ping where you are. So I think people sometimes they think that if they turn their phone off, it's still off. You know what I'm saying? And they still can't be tracking.
Only airplane mode is when you throw this in the river. Airplane mode, you gonna get people. Brandon, you believe a button turn
turn it off, and now you can do whatever you want to do.
So Incognito, you go to Incognito, you can type in some stuff you're supposed to type in,
and nobody will ever know. Yes, that's what Google says. So why would they lie to me?
Your phone is tracking you. Keep your phone off of you, man. Your phone's tracking you.
Yeah. Same with the cloud and the pictures and stuff like that. They tell you it can't be hacked. Your credit card information is safe. But we see the cases all the time of places getting sued because they're having breaches of information. So just be careful. That's all.
If I wanted to be a dork, I could search this picture on the screen and find this motherfucker pretty damn fast.
Okay.
But I ain't gonna be a dork today.
I got you.
He up there.
But like you say, if you can do it, somebody that went to school and is an investigator and they've done it time after time again, they can find you, they can figure it out. No, you don't think so?
We watched the first 48, brother. First thing they go to, type in his last name on Facebook.
Or their nickname.
And got him. Got the lead witness right there.
Right.
You need to go to school for that. These people want to be heard.
Yeah.
Seen with the money.
So you
this whole family ain't never had that much money in 10 generations, and he got it in one night.
Yeah. But that's a good point. We've got all this cyber technology that people can use to try to put a case together. First 48, they don't really do any of that kind of stuff. Like they'll take a murder victim, look at his cell phone record, see who he was calling, and they kind of go from there and they put it all together, basically.
And how they get the cell phone records? They say, girl, if you won't hit these numbers, we're locking you up. They can't break into it, brother.
No, they're not breaking. No, not at all. Right. Yeah.
And when she folds, the women always fold, people. If she got a kid, she folding.
Yeah, for sure.
When she folds, she grabs it, type it up. Now, if she was a guy, she'll be accessory. No, not accessory. She'll be the murderer. But she's a woman. They drop the accessory off and she just walk out. Why?
Yeah, they show women grace
because those 3 kids. This system can't handle those 3 kids.
They're like, we're gonna let her go do her thing. Yeah,
we can pay her. How much she get on Section 8? 3 bedroom. Okay, she get $3,400 a month on Section 8. Or we can have them 3 kids at $1,000 a day. Pick one.
You're right. Right.
Yeah, and that's the game, people.
Yeah, for sure. What you got here?
All right, Brady. This gonna be our last little skit before we go.
Okay.
But we keep it short. All right. Somehow last Friday or Saturday, wherever they, I'm like, how much do stuff cost? Now, Brandon, Friday night, you just got paid, right?
Yeah.
You go to Five Guys, get you a little burger, fries,
single or double.
A little burger, 1 hamburger.
Okay.
All right. You go to the gas station, get you some Gatorade, and
2 of them.
Maybe facing some ED, 2 of them. You may have an ED problem, so you get one of those black tie honeys. You get one of those. It's payday. You gotta buy one.
Yeah.
You get you some tequila. What kind of tequila is that, brother?
1800.
Okay, so you a little upscale, ain't you?
Is that upscale? Oh, that used to be
Jose
upscale.
Cuervo, ain't it? Yeah. And then since you a 9-to-5 guy, you get 5 meals for next week. Banner shift.
I'm not meal prepping. I'm not doing no meal prep. I ain't doing no meal prep. I'm not cooking chicken.
Prep. That's a 3-course meal, Brandon.
Okay.
All right, Brandon. I got a calculator on my side.
Okay.
How much, if you need one? How much is all of this?
Let's see.
If you give me numbers, I'll add them up for you.
All right, that meal at Five Guys might be with the drink and everything. It may come up to about $14. I should be able to get 2 Gatorades for $5. I haven't purchased the sex enhancement stuff. I'm gonna just say it's probably about $2. I say a pack, one of them is about $2.
All right,
1,800, maybe about $27.
Okay.
And them banquet meals.
Banquets.
They're probably about $4 a piece. So I'll say 25 just with tax and everything.
All right. So Brandon said this meal, everything on here is $73. Okay. And the grand total is $88.
Okay.
So Brandon was almost on the money. That black tie, that's like $15 right here.
What? Oh,
yeah. So if you add 15, Brandon's almost on the money. So 15 plus 73, about 88.
Yeah.
All right.
Is that anything though? But like I say, it just seemed like when we were in high school, $80 you got a lot of money in your pocket. $80. Now money spends so fast, like you can go to the grocery store and spend $80 and you don't even have anything. You got to go back to the grocery store. Yeah,
Brandon. See, you got this on a Friday night because I celebrates on Friday. So you with the Five Guys. That meal was, I think it was $19 or something right there.
Okay.
Went to the Five Guys. You enjoy yourself because you was eating banquet all week. You went to Five Guys, enjoy yourself. You knew you was about to do something
Right.
night.
Right.
You get some Gatorade.
And
you get some tequila. You know, she got a college degree, so she want the tequila. All right. And you set yourself up for the next week. Those little activities, $88.
That's a lot. And you ain't done anything.
Now I see this all the time. This is what I see all the time.
From other people around,
especially
people
at lunch
that you know.
break. This is lunch break.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, ready. We got a few things on here. Let's start off with the Starbucks caramel
frappuccino
blend mocha.
That's about, depending on size, that's about $6 or $7.
All right.
Is that a salad from Starbucks too?
Nah, that is a Chick-fil-A Cobb salad with nuggets.
Oh, okay. Which I order sometime, and my wife too. So you would think I would know exactly how much but it's probably about, I'll say round it up, $8.
All right. And you got a pineapple dragon fruit lemonade.
Woo! I just got it yesterday.
Damn, Brandon got everything. I told you it's real life, Brandon. I ain't know Brandon. And Brandon eat like people at lunch.
I don't want to, but let me tell you, because you be out. My daughter had a practice for her recital. I'm trying to go home. I'm like, everybody in the car, I'm hungry. Let's go to Chick-fil-A. So that's how we ended up doing that. I like to eat at home. Not everybody in my car wants to do that sometimes, but I'll say that drink is about $4.
Who the man in the car is?
I'm the man for sure. But sometimes I'll be like,
is the queen in the car?
Yeah, she is. Yeah, she was.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, you better shut the hell up.
Sometimes I'm like, nah, But sometimes I'm like, okay, well, let's do that. We having a good day. You're singing, stuff went well. If this the treat you want, a dragon fruit drink and some fruit from Chick-fil-A, I could live with that.
Loaded up with sugar.
Too much sugar. It was terrible. That drink was terrible. It tastes like concentrate. But go ahead.
I had a whole video right now. They copyright our ass, so I ain't gonna put it up. They kill it. They giving the sugar to the babies that Brandon doing to his own daughter.
Yes, for sure.
Yeah. All right, dragon fruit. So, all right, how about your diabetes medicine? How about your high blood pressure medicine?
Do I have Medicaid, or do I? What's that? Good RX.
Man, just high blood pressure. They had this for years. How much that costs per day? One pill.
About $4, I'll say.
Okay.
That may be kind of high. That's too high because people ain't gonna be able to afford that. So I'll say $2. Let me say $2.
All right.
Government's pretty good to you.
All right. You got a little sweet side to you. You get one of the Debbie cakes.
Zebra cake.
How much for that zebra cake?
Out of the vending machine? It'd be about $1.50.
This is a
gas station. I'll say $2. We'll round up to $2.
And since this is all the food you eat in the whole day, you drink a half bottle of that wine.
My stomach gonna be tore up, but
what do you mean tore up? Brandon, you eat healthy all day, Brandon.
Well, you got Starbucks drink. I got a concentrate drink. I got this Cobb salad with the nuggets that's got chemicals in it. Allegedly.
Man, Brandon, you had a coffee, a salad, and a soda. And you complain about it's not healthy.
It could be healthier, but I get what you're saying. That's not too bad.
Nah, this sugar people.
Yeah, it's a lot of, and that's my enemy. Right. That's my enemy. I have a headache so quick with that stuff. But I think most people don't think like that. They say, oh, it's a dragon fruit lemonade drink. So that's good for you, right? The Frappuccino is coffee. It's just what I drink in the morning. It's coffee beans. It's natural, right? But they excluding the sugar, huh?
See, here's the thing. Black coffee, you drink it. Oh. Appetite gone.
Yeah, for sure.
This coffee, you drink it. Appetite increase. You see the difference? You see what they did? We talked about this on our videos last month. They get the stuff addictive. Yeah. The process make you addictive.
Mm-hmm.
I don't be increase if I drink black coffee that I drink 5 days a week.
Right.
That just cut the edge off. I be hungry as hell at 9 o'clock while I eat my sandwich. Yeah. All right, for the half bottle of wine, Brandon, how much?
About $7.
All right, grand total is $25. So Brandon said I can live for the rest of my life off $25 a day. My food is covered and my alcohol is covered, and I got a sweet and I got dessert.
Okay, I'll see what you were doing. Okay.
All right, grand total $36 in real life.
Okay, well that's not bad.
Now watch this, people. That medicine, high blood pressure medicine, 28 cents a pill.
Okay.
Is that a lot, Brandon?
No, not at all.
Brandon's a damn fool. That's how they get you.
Okay, go ahead.
28 cents a pill for the rest of your life.
But it's more expensive medicine out there. But that's the game. That's the game.
Brandon. 20
right. But that's how they hook you, and you have to take this medicine for the rest of your life. Remember I was telling you about my headache medicine back in times where we had different insurance and the insurance didn't cover it. 12 pills for the headache medicine that I had. It was $128. Yeah, I didn't have it.
And that's why Brandon on the same video right now, he knows exactly how many pills he got. For they $10 a piece. And he knows, is my headache that bad for real?
Right. Do I really need to take something that's $10 just to try to feel better, or should I go with another option? But
the option, he could have got some crack cocaine, be cheaper.
or sometimes I sip a little NyQuil and go to sleep.
There you go.
Do that. So it all depends.
There you go. All right, so this is how they get you, people. 28 cents a day. So let's talk about black people. High blood pressure, we got that. Cholesterol, we got that. How much you think they'll charge for that cholesterol pill, Brady?
About the same, a little bit more, just because it's a little rich.
Man, how much cholesterol? I bet them cholesterol pills about $3 a day or $2 a day.
Yeah, but if it's life and death, people will pay for it, or they'll try to figure out a way to pay for it because they have to have it to lower their cholesterol to keep themselves functioning, so they can go to work to make money to pay for the cholesterol medicine. So that turns into a necessity like gas.
It ain't no necessity, brother.
It shouldn't be. It shouldn't be, but it'll turn into one.
And it ain't that serious. The people who take this, they just happen. Two people who take this.
Mm-hmm.
The ones that's too late, or the ones that get checked on.
Okay. So you're saying doctors are prescribing it, and you don't necessarily really need that cholesterol medicine. What are you saying?
I'm saying more people probably need this.
Okay.
But it's only two people who take medicine. The ones that's too late.
Yeah, I'm with you on that.
And the ones who get checked on regular. I tried to turn Brandon into a one who get checked on regular, but he refused to get damn checkup. I'm trying to say
Why is that?
You want to be to the too late guy. That's what you want. Brandon.
That's what some people do. Yeah, that's not what I want to do though. Well, that's what ended up happening. So if you don't change your lifestyle, you keep the same lifestyle, and you don't go to the doctor, that's when you pushing yourself in the wrong direction. So do you need to go to the doctor? For sure, but you also need to change stuff in your lifestyle, whether you're drinking caramel frappuccinos daily or 3 times a week, or some concentrate dragon fruit lemonade. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Or it's healthier options, like you was telling me. You say, Brandon, sometimes you're not really hungry, or you're eating the wrong stuff. So you got to kind of think about putting healthier stuff in your body to try to trick your mind or reprogram your mind into thinking, okay, I'm hungry a little bit, but what I really need is some substance, and I'm gonna get this substance, and that's all Brandon's putting into me. So that's the new program.
Last 7 days ago, I made a breakfast sandwiches. You can check out the video, people. 5 days after that, I ate that. I ate the last breakfast sandwich. And I was starving for it, Brandon. Now, if it's something 5 days old, and I said, damn, this mother sucker good. What state was I in, Brandon?
I guess you were hungry if you
There you
saying a
go.
regular sandwich was really good.
No, an old
A
sandwich.
old, yeah,
An
okay,
old
okay.
sandwich.
A old regular sandwich was really
Yeah.
good. But sometimes it could hit the spot. So it wasn't the flavors, you was just really hungry.
Brandon, I told you I drank the black coffee to cut the edge off people.
And it didn't work.
I know it works. I be suffering till that 9 o'clock comes around. And then once it comes around, okay, you be kind of hungry.
Yeah.
Anything
I got you.
be good tasting. That's why I tell you, Brandon, if you eat too damn, wait till you get a little hungry, and then you'll eat more hefty stuff because everything tastes good.
Yeah, you're right.
All right, Brandon, here lies Jim Crow. How much is a funeral, the average funeral cost in Columbia, South Carolina in 2024?
In 2024, probably to have a good funeral, you probably need about $12,000.
I say for your average?
I say maybe $5,000 to have what most people are paying in Columbia for a funeral, maybe $5,000. I think anything more than that will break most. It already gonna break most people, so I think that'll be the average.
$5,000. That means
because they're just not cheap.
Casket, no church, just the ropes around the casket dropping you down.
And like I say, I guess that'll be my answer. But is that what most people are doing? They're doing regular funerals, you think? They're like the bare minimum, or they don't have no choice?
You ain't get me off topic, Brandon. All right.
Well, go ahead.
The average cost of a funeral is in Columbia, South Carolina, $6,765. Okay. So Brandon was pretty close.
Yeah. I was kind of going off of how much we paid for the funeral that we had recently.
How much you put? Now I want to know.
Like I say, let's just say over $10,000. So 10 to 15 will get you most of the stuff that you want for a funeral. So like I said, and then I'll say, okay, well, the average what most people doing is about $5,000. And that's a lot of money. $5,000 is a lot of money.
What you want for your funeral, Brandon? How much your daughter need to spend?
And then, like I said, you don't even want to think about it, but that's a reality. Let me see. I don't necessarily. I don't know.
I'm gonna go curse Brandon, but Brandon said the wrong thing. I'm just gonna curse about.
Let me think. Just spread my ashes at the beach.
Oh, okay, I can't curse him out. See, Brandon think like a logical person. All right.
Well, okay, so but why? Okay, why?
Airbnb, crowd board, cookout.
See, that sounds nice. What?
Spread option, $3,000. Everybody's fine. Everybody had a good time.
Right. But why do you think? Because that's what I would think. Why do you think we on the same page with certain stuff like that?
Because it's only logical, bro.
But it's not. But if you're
dead, I'm paying to ride. I'm renting a Cadillac to drive me in a box.
Yes, that's what everybody does. So why not do the same thing?
I'd rather your offsprings to have the money, Brandon. Won't you rather you spend $3,000? Now your daughter got extra 10 for her.
Yeah.
Don't that make better?
It does.
And then you serve some stale ass bread at the repast.
Right.
He can serve rolls.
That's crazy that we're on the same page with that. Not really, but I think I would prefer something like that. But go ahead.
All right. Y'all didn't know it was going to turn this way, so shut up and listen.
Smith with Arrow Final Expense,
and
today we're going to go over how burial insurance works, and I'll give you all the facts and details. I'll even tell you the one thing about burial insurance I don't like, so be sure to stick around till the end. If you're new to my channel, you'll get the best tips, facts, and honest information about life insurance. So burial insurance is usually purchased by seniors that want to leave behind a death benefit for a loved one that can enable them to pay for funerals, cremations, and other end-of-life expenses. These type of policies aren't for those that are raising families and need insurance to cover larger responsibilities, such as paying for a mortgage, providing for a child's education, and replacing income during the insured's prime working years. Burial insurance is popular among seniors that are on a fixed income and are in poor health. They may lack.
All right. Do you know a lot of seniors on a fixed income, Brandon?
Most are.
Do you know a lot of seniors who got the life insurance or burial insurance?
I'm not sure if I know a lot of them, but some of them do, some of them don't. Some people have a plan, some people don't.
Now, I read an article last year. I can't pull it up because this popped in my head. Hispanics and African Americans have a real hard time talking about life insurance or burial insurance.
Yeah.
Extreme hard time. The Latinos think somebody's going to kill them to get the money. And the black people, they don't got $12 a month to bury their ass.
Right.
You see? But you go.
Do we have it, or we just don't want to put it towards that?
We have it, and we're not mature enough. So we think it don't need to go there. Kick the can that is somebody else's problem. Somebody else's problem. I've been cleaning it up for somebody else's problem for extremely long time. The day I crack, that's the day somebody watermelon go get bust. That's what they do. People quit a job. They know they about to leave a job, so they don't do nothing for the next 4 months.
Yeah.
Don't be that type of person.
Put a lot of burden on somebody else to pick up the slack.
Correct. Don't be that type of person. If you refresh others, you shall be refreshed yourself. That's in the Bible. Look it up.
Savings or some other form of life insurance that would enable them to pay for funeral expenses and other arrangements. So here's how burial insurance, otherwise known as funeral insurance or final expense insurance, works. Because these policies offer a lower death benefit, a medical exam is not required. Instead, you'll be asked about your medical and prescription history, which will be verified using your MIB, Medical Information Bureau record. Now, the other type of burial insurance policy that maybe some of you have also heard about is called guaranteed issue or guaranteed acceptance. Now, these policies are typically for people that are very ill or have very serious health conditions. Because everyone is accepted, there are no health questions involved. However, there is a 2 to 3 year waiting period for the full death benefit on any of these type of guaranteed issue, guaranteed acceptance policies. And with that,
now that's a good information, people. If you miss it, you see these commercials on BET. As one of our friends says, Beck.
That's funny.
Like
I forgot about that.
They were saying these are guaranteed. They are guaranteed
for everybody.
But it's a waiting period, 2 to 3 years.
Yeah.
So they get you in the system. You just can't go in there and try to jump. I'm about to croak out.
Right.
It don't work like that. You got to wait a little bit.
Yeah. Same way with that car shield stuff. You can't just wait till your car starts smoking and then try to get car shield to have them fix your car. It's not working. It's not gonna work that way. It ain't gonna work like you need anyway. But
yeah, not with this particular one.
Okay.
That waiting period, there's also higher rates.
And it's two kinds.
Now, of course, just as the name implies, burial insurance assists your loved ones so that they can pay for funerals, cremations, and other end-of-life expenses. But this death benefit can also be used to help pay for credit card debt, legal fees, or medical bills that you may have left behind. Now, these policies offer coverage ranging from $1,000 up to $50,000.
So if Brandon gets sick and got medical bills and he passed, you think his wife gonna pay them damn bills? I said, get him for Brandon.
Right. But I was gonna ask you, like, does it roll on to the wife, to my partner? How does that? Are they gonna track it down like that, or is it gonna go to my kids if I pass away with bills?
I don't know 100%. A state attorney would tell you better, but I do think if they want you, they'll get you. But I can't tell you the answer legally.
I just wonder. I got you. Okay.
Yeah, if they want you, they'll get you. If you was the vice president, they ain't gonna get you.
For older adults,
you know, somebody gotta say, get that. You know what I mean?
You're right.
Adults ages 50 to 85, although some companies will write a policy on somebody as young as 40. And typically you can apply right over the phone with an agent and you'll usually receive an approval before the end of the call. Premium drafts can be set up to coincide with your Social Security and retirement payments to ensure that your policy does not lapse. So burial insurance is really simply just another name for a small whole life insurance policy. And like any other whole life policy, you'll have level premiums, which means they're always going to stay the same. The death benefit will always stay the same. It can never decrease. The coverage will never be canceled due to age or health as long as you pay your premiums. And the policy will build cash value and pay a tax-free benefit when you die. And because burial insurance is really geared more towards seniors, they're more accepting of those that are not in perfect health. But because they are willing to offer coverage to those that probably wouldn't be able to get coverage through a traditional life insurance policy, you will pay a higher rate. Something else to consider. The older you get, every birthday you have, it's going to be that much more difficult to get life insurance with any company or any type of policy. So here's my pros. Burial insurance.
And that's what black people do. We wait till you get damn prostate cancer. You know, it be something like that till you get sick. And I don't know. I'm just one thing.
But yeah, we kind of gotta get out of that because, like, I don't know. Health is not an uncomfortable conversation, but for some reason it can be. Like, men don't want to go to the doctor. We don't want to think about what's going to happen after we pass away, but life is going to go on after we pass away. We're here creating kids. We got financial obligations, all kind of stuff. So you want to get your house in order just in case. I mean, anything can happen anytime. So you say, well, I'm not old enough yet to be worrying about that, but something could happen to you this year. You know, you just never know what's going to happen. So it's good to start talking about this kind of stuff and getting a plan.
And if you want to talk about black guys, most of y'all ain't gonna make it to 7-0. So
right.
So this day, we 40. I'm 41. I got 29 more years. You know what I'm talking about? So it's happening, people. Death, everybody dies, everybody pass. We know this. Get your things in order. If you don't have money readily available, get you some of this insurance.
Yeah.
Tell people when you got the paperwork. Do auto draft, like she say. Get your stuff set up, man. Yeah. People be dying and be putting a burden on their damn families.
Yeah. And not have any, like, it's okay to not have cash, but you don't have any collateral, any valuables, like anything, just in case something happened. Because remember the live stream.
What kind of valuables people have?
Like the live stream we did the other day where you had coins.
We ain't talking about that no more. But I'm never be spoke on the show again,
okay, but I'm just saying, like, have things that have value. Don't just have a bunch of shoes and clothes and stuff like that. Because if you're in a crunch and you need some money or something to take to the pawn shop, like, you know, you need to have something that holds weight, or, you know,
PlayStation 5. How much that cost you use at the pawn shop, right? How much that do you for?
You gonna give $50.
All right, $50.
They're gonna try to jip you.
Michael Jordan ones, slightly used. How much?
They may give you 20 because they'll see your color and they'll undercut you. But go ahead.
So $70. All right, those most wet necklace you got around your neck when you look like fake diamonds.
Lab diamonds that my wife got me from Bell. But go ahead.
Oh, they lab diamonds?
Yeah, they lab diamonds. Yeah.
Okay, how much? Okay, well, excuse me.
Well, I'll tell you if you want to know, but go ahead.
Oh, okay. Wait, how long is it?
I'm not sure how long.
I already know the price. $180. I'm sorry to tell you, Brandon. All right, so Brandon. You know that's what I do now.
That's fine. Go ahead.
Yeah. Cause that's what it works. You pay for the labor. They ain't paying for the labor on their side. PlayStation. Michael
PlayStation
Jordan
5.
tennis shoes.
Yeah.
White gold with diamonds.
Okay. How much?
$250.
Okay, but that's a struggle trying to get all that stuff together, and it's not a guarantee that's the value that I'm gonna get. But if I have something that's PSA graded, or I can kind of look up how much it's worth because it's a set value on the market, I got a better shot of getting my money's worth. That's all.
Yeah, it's that great man. See, Brandon, people,
Go ahead.
do not be going in your basement digging up some Pokemon cards. That's it. Granny just died. My grandma just died. I'm gonna sell my Pokemon cards, and you go there desperate selling something that's on the market, and ain't nobody buying Pokemon cards in 2026.
Hold on. So you trying to tell me I can't go to the pawn shop with this and say, look, give me $100 for that. They're gonna say no.
Brandon, that's $15. I can't look at a piece of paper. It's the pawn shop.
Right. That's my point. It's something that's not really regulated or nobody cares about it. But if you
that's when you went to eBay and you went to eBay desperate.
Right.
Huh?
Right, yeah. And that takes time. Like that. Yeah.
It takes for Brandon to sell something on eBay. It takes about 6 months to really sell it good.
Right.
And he had to sell 100 of what he got right there so they'll trust him. You can't come up there one item for $300. I ain't never sold, you scammer.
You're right. There you go. That's a good point.
How did I know these people? I sold 2,000 items on eBay.
Yeah.
It's a rating system. And you got to get ranked up real high to see you.
Oh man, that's funny. Did I tell you? I think I told you that story about I was selling stuff on Yahoo auctions, and somebody sent me the money for the glasses, and I was like, I'm gonna get around to send the glasses off, and I ain't never sent the glasses off.
I think he told me that. And Brad, I hope, and you ain't like that no more. Sit yourself up, Brad. Sit yourself up just a little bit.
Yeah, I've changed. I did some. So what do you call that? Is that low down? That lazy? What do you think that is?
That's the same mentality the guys who hooked up that chain to the ATM. Some lazy bitches. You don't even want to do the work.
You're right. There you go. And you can't beat this.
The man paid his money, Brett. He said he's sitting in the mail, right?
Yeah, he sent a money order in the mail, $25.
He had to go to a gas station, get $25, pay 79 cents extra, write down Brandon's address, put a stamp on it, mail. Brandon get him like, I don't give a fuck about that nigga. Even though I agreed to do it, I ain't doing it.
Right.
Not, you shouldn't be like that.
Shouldn't be that way. That's funny.
A lot of people are like that.
Correct.
So get you some life insurance, people.
Please do.
Watch your prices. Don't be out here, this watching stuff. Things is high. All right.
And a lot of stuff is unnecessary. A lot of stuff people try to market to get you to buy. You don't really need it. It's killing you, number one, and you don't need it, number two. So it's something to think about.
We may not can control their prices.
Yeah.
But we can control what we buy.
Yeah, for sure.
And you got almost, unless they try to really get your ass, you got a lot of power.
Yeah. You can control the market
dollars.
By saying no, we're not buying that, or buying something else together. Everybody.
Correct. And only way they had to get stopped, they had to come together like the NFL did to LaShawn Sanders. They had to now
and make
if
them
they
wait.
do that to the regular people, you gotta buy something then.
Yeah.
But it's always possible.
No, I got you.
Brandon, you see that as a problem? You see how society is. If you hurting somebody else, it's fine, long as I'm not getting hurt.
Yeah. But when you're affected, I guess that's when the issues start.
Yeah. Imagine you an all-star of a top 5-star college player coming out of
sure.
5-star high school player coming out of college.
Mm-hmm.
Benedict, not Benedict. USC, California like you, Michigan like you, Georgia like you, Alabama like you. But they don't give you no scholarships. Only scholarship you got was Denmark Tech. You know what I mean?
And you're like, dang, I'm ranked up here. People know about me. I mean, I know I'm good. I see people who are not as good as me going to the same schools I'm trying to go to. Why am I not getting the scholarships I feel like I deserve? It's because there's somebody actively holding you back. And that happens in life.
A lot of people.
Yeah, a lot of people. A group.
Yeah.
An organization. A system.
One person, you could solve them. You could do like that guy did in New York with the salad suit with the eyebrows. One guy, you can silence him.
Yeah,
all right. And that's what happened. He silenced them for silencing
sure.
them.
Yeah.
But a conglomerate, they hit you at all angles. Yeah. Ask Kyrie Irving. Ask Kanye West. All angles they got.
Right.
You know?
And
all angles.
Like I say, you're used to certain fights, but when they want to cancel you and everybody's included with you, Stephen A going off on you, Amazon doing this, it's just like, wow, okay, I'm really affected. My money is affected. My values are affected.
Putting holes on $50 checks. You get a check at the bank. Put 2-week holes on all your money.
Right.
That's how they get you.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't. Oh, we don't want your $600 million here. That's what they told Kanye West 3 years ago.
Right.
Yeah. And then you go, oh, we can't sell your products no more. Then when the money got tight, offload all his products. You see, come on.
Yeah, right. Kanye West was a terrible.
Like hotcakes. I remember that too.
Yes, but that's my point. Like Kanye West was a terrible person. That community didn't like him. They canceled him. Adidas got rid of him. Then Adidas was looking at their sales and stuff. They was like, okay, well, if he apologized a little bit, after a while, we'll get back and do business with him because we really need him, man. We don't really hate him like that, and he's not really a bad person. We just wanted to hurt his value and hurt his leverage in his next deal. So that's kind of what happened.
Did us like YouTube did him like YouTube did us. You saw the money on the screen, $500. They did something you didn't like. Cancel all that. You ain't going to see that.
Right.
And two of them dollars was my own money testing the system. They didn't get my own money back. Huh?
Right. That's a dirty game, but that's what they do.
So,
but we're in the industry. We're in this. So, you got put up with the rules. All of it's not fair. But hey, if you keep making good content, keep giving people good content to watch, and nobody can stop you.
I don't got no more, Brandon. It's an hour.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and go. Thank you guys for watching. Take care. We'll see you around. Have a good one.